He's saying he wants to be... I heard something about mentality. I heard something about consistency.
Okay.
We didn't get to hear the whole thing, but hey, that's something we've always talked about. Whenever new players show up in Geek Fam, somehow they maintain some level of consistency, and they're able to have that mentality. New players coming into every single season, matching up against the bigger teams, the most experienced teams, and now, for this season in particular, really putting up a good fight.
Yeah. And when we look at it, these two rookies, Mazara and also Marcel, early in the season, they were not the #1 options. It was Make It, and they bought Yetri from Malaysia. So talk about, you know, using your opportunity. You can play really bad in your first game of the regular season, and we wouldn't have Marcel and Nazara right now.
Yes, and
the butterfly effect.
And again, Nazara and Marcel take their opportunity to the fullest. They show that they are ready to play in MPL ID, to show what they're made of, and for them to finally be in the upper bracket final. For this first game, in this upper bracket final, for one ticket to Paris, what is gonna be for the map?
Clouds.
Grass. Walls.
Some Paris clouds.
Walls. Okay.
Grass!
Finally.
Watch out for the Hell Crit, man. Geek Fam has a bit of an advantage.
That's kind of ironic.
Why?
Because you haven't touched grass at all.
Oh, that is objectively false.
You know what? You're right. Going to the draft pick here, apparently there's a lot of respect being given from ONIC towards Marcel immediately.
Yes.
Phoveus, I think that's a given. Even for other players out there, they should ban the Phoveus. But the Makito is usually more of a 50-50. Do you want to ban it or not?
Yeah.
Is it my hero? Is it our hero to be used? Or is it more valuable to be banned?
Well, I mean, Coach Aldo said it best. It depends on the Paquito players. And right now, Lutpiii and Marcel both, I think, can really perform on it. The Labu Labu, though, that was contrasted against this Paquito is still available. So is the Zushin. So Geek Fam, they're definitely taking their time here, and they're gonna need it.
So Marcel is Zushin ban here for Geek Fam. What? Or they just gonna open and let the trade of Marcel and the Jushin happens in this draft.
Wow.
So if they pick a Cloud and a Jushin, yes, that's why they get the Cloud here. So if they pick the Jushin up, they can get the Cloud and the Marcel. They pick up the Marcel, they can get the Jushin and the Cloud. And if they pick up the Cloud, they can have 2 prior heroes.
Is it the plan, though, to run Marcel for Geek Fam?
Yeah, that's my question. I think
Jushin
Marcel is super annoying, no?
It is, don't get me wrong, but against a team like ONIC, they know how to really abuse that roam pick. If Geek want to go for the Marcel, that's fine, but they need to find the right... It's not a standalone pick. You need other things to really supplement it. Otherwise, it's going to be hard for... Beloyski to find those moments.
Oh, okay. They go for the Nazara pick. People say there is a Harley merchant, and they let it open in his first game. So yeah, they let the Marcel off. Maybe Baloy has a plan for it. Maybe if they pick up a Marcel, they can go Atlas right away.
Yeah. But I think Harley Merchant is no longer the allegations here for the
Yeah.
Nazara.
Yes, I know.
The last series.
Of course.
Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure that the audience knows.
Yes. It was a joke, guys. It was a joke. Because people say he is a Harley Merchant, but no, he shows that he can play the fan, he can play the Baxia.
That's true.
So here, for ONIC, they just want to go Baxia Marcel to nullify the Jushin and Harley thread.
Oh boy,
or they just go for
Marcel's
Leomord.
is good, but yeah, Leomord. Something tells me the EXP lane will be the last pick, right? But they got the Khalid getting the prio, probably shutting down the Zushin as well in Bonfel's group, and kind of canceling out some of the roamers that don't really have good wave clear for Geek Fam, because now they have to match the Khalid.
So I feel like this game, there's no prio on the Marcel. And again, Kiboy has shown that he can play the Khalid against an Atlas, against anything else. He's managed with the Khalid. So for Geek Fam, do they want to open up their gold laner here? Because I feel like if they don't pick up any gold laner here, it's going to get banned. The monster carry will be banned out.
And I think the roamer pool is still very much, a lot of them can be picked by Beloyski.
Exorcist of the Shadow at your service.
For the Granger.
This is a comp we've seen a lot from Geek Fam. Let's play a front to back and let Nazara do his own thing. Right? Now they have the Granger, they have the Zushin. Both very mobile. They can play forward and backwards. And that's usually how they want to trap their opponents. Force them to overextend or dive him so deep that they can't really fight properly.
Yeah, but at the same time though, there's a reason why Claude is very popular in the meta and kind of denying the Granger pick because the dive potential is so scary. But I think the only player so far in the playoffs that has used the Granger against a Claude is Eman, right?
Eman, yes. And do you really want to play KennzyySkie on a strong side hero like a Granger, right? Because you need the Sky Pressure stacks early, you need to play with the Granger. As we can see, a lot of time that Geek has won in the MPL, especially in the playoffs, is to play around Marcel. It's going to be interesting. It's a new kind of strategy that Geek is bringing here in the first game. But the Uranus ban, very smart against a Harley, Granger, and a Jushin. It's so hard to burst out the Uranus.
Oh.
Kalea ban for ONIC, just deny pick, one of the most powerful Baloy's hero in the season. And a Lilia pick. We all know how crazy Lilia Suns is.
Yeah. And don't forget the early wave clear, right? That can really match up for the early plays, especially when you have a Khalid and a Leomord, right? I think Geek definitely don't want to lose out in tempo. And the first turtle, last ban for ONIC though, after the Kalea, is it going to be another setter or maybe it's an EXP lane?
Atlas or Glue, but again though, the Khalid, we've seen that Kiboy can play, can match against the Atlas. Or Marcel Ben, I think. Makes sense too. Yes, I think they're looking for the Marcel Ben to deny the, projectile combo with a golden hour Granger, and they just straight up pick up the Atlas.
That's not even a second.
Yes.
Yep, it's pre-planned. And they've also kept their EXP lane matchup secret for the final pick. That's the big one.
I like that. I like that
ONIC now not knowing, blindly picking into a potential counter. What do they want to Lutpiii on?
Ooh.
Again, the Lapu is open.
Lapu is pretty good here.
Yeah.
For ONIC, they're just gonna dive in with the Lapu, with the Phantom Steel on the Leomord, and also the Blazing Duet on the Claude, and also Raging Sandstorm on the Khalid. But for the mid laner, what do you want to pick here? The Eve or Son? Or a Fanlen to pick up the Fatal Links?
I think it might be a valid pick here.
Yeah.
Knowing it's Sans, by the way, it's not just any Valentina.
90% by the way.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sora.
And a Sora.
Oh, that's
okay.
so good.
Technically, Sora wins any 1v1 at level 4,
Yes.
right? Technically. Especially if he follows Coach Aldo's advice and goes the lightning form.
Yes.
Yep.
And Lutpiii is very well known to just do the lightning form and just
Oh yeah.
be a kamikaze. So for last pick, a good pick here would be, a normal pick, a skill matchup pick is gonna be Lapu,
Alice maybe?
Alice, or Terizla, whatever I think Marcel feels like against the Sora will be good. But I like Lapu though. I think I like Lapu.
Yeah, I like Lapu pick.
Or Glue.
Glue is possible,
Yes.
Blue ain't bad actually.
Yes. Just to zone out the Leomord. So let's see what Marcel's gonna play here. Oh,
Goes on.
Oh my goodness.
one of
Interesting.
Marcel's favorite hero. He said it in an interview. The Yu Zhong. Let's see.
I guess we'll see as we are gonna throw it to our casters.
Let's see who's going to get first-class seats to the route to Paris. Welcome to the upper bracket finals of MPL ID Season 17. It is Realize and Mirko reporting for duty. How are you feeling, Mirko?
Hey, feeling great. For no reason whatsoever, we just saw a crazy match one, a sweep, by the way, and we get to see the decider match as to who gets the first ticket to Paris.
This is the express route if you want to go in directly to the City of Love. But if you fall, you still have another life to play. But Bigatron is looming and waiting under there in the lower bracket finals. Let's take a look at the draft index here. Lineup rating favors Geek Fam a lot more. But when we enter the land of Dawn, it's all about the game. And Geek Fam was one of the teams that upset at ONIC, denied them of a possible M6 appearance, now might look to spoil that plan again. It is Geek Fam against ONIC!
The Velodrome knows no champion but ONIC. It's only been ONIC since we've gotten to the Velodrome. And it's always been a Geek Fam third place finish in the Velodrome. 13 and 15. Those are the seasons.
Yep. I think season 15 it was against RNQ. And that was Sutsujin pulling out the Yi Sun-jin for the first time before it became popular. But back to the present. It's now or never with the monsters created by Baloyski. They look to charge alongside the General. Now from the drafts, the Atlas as well, the Harley, that is very good.
Ooh.
Because the hold on a minute, Kiboy gets lifted up, but he's gonna be fine. So the Atlas is very good when you have the Harley, because Harley will constantly chase you down. You have to run Purify. Kelra might be too far. Yep, the Purify.
Good damage, getting out of Purify early, already putting KennzyySkie in a great position. We've been talking about the gold lane. Oh my god. That is a very early Phantom Steed by Kai.
I mean, the cooldown reduction is manageable. Kelra, BMI is away. Nazara is here.
No Purify, he's gonna have to take those cars straight up to the face. Kelra trying to jump in, but it is first blood to Nazara. Force up top. Gonna get a solo kill perhaps, but he gets baited into the turret, and Lutpiii and Kai are gonna get the kill onto him.
Good trade coming in, but it's Kelra who falls down. And Nazara with the first kill, so is Kyrie. But again, you want to see how fragile the Claude is, how fragile everyone is when there is an Atlas beside you, and then the Harley just comes crashing in. A boy in the back line, blue form.
Yep, thrown back again. A good stun with a perfect match and a flicker out from a possible re-engage from Lutpiii. They know there's no dragon. As a wise man once said, no dragon, no fight.
Well, Kiboy still looking to open up the bushes again. River Control is the name of the game. Atlas is very good at that, but look at Sam for the IMU. Has the Fatal Links available and ready. Emblems by Bayou. That's going to be an Inspire for
Marcel.
Lutpiii.
Oh my god, some sarcasm there from Sans.
Still the pressure is so high though. And you can take a look at how Marcel struggles to hit level 4, and it is just until now he's able to get that because of that early death as well that Marcel had to kind of, you know, suffer. But hey, just now the lane. Ooh, nicely done by Kelra, taking away that gold crab.
Yeah, Art of Thievery is the name of the skill. Kelra's a pretty good thief. Stole that gold crab away from Kenzie. And again, we were talking about, I think yesterday and especially on day 1, that Kenzie just needs to play weak side.
Yeah.
That's why I think ONIC have taken a Claude first pick. They want to deny that away from Geek Fam. And their main win condition gets taken out. But Lyoni already using a perfect match. Now has to go with Fatal Links. Gets in onto a boy. Instant with the Crimson Beacon. That's going to be the shot back over. But Kyrie's going to be able to pick up the kill. Now it's Kelra with the blazing web. But Kenzie picks up the kill. Kelra needs to respect the deadly magic as a boy gets away with the cover fire of Kenzie. Sans trying to thread the needle. But that's a big gamble. Lutpiii gets a kill on Asada.
The guard of the Velodrome, that's Lutpiii coming in. Confidently flickering forward, has the shifting skies to take down Nazara. That is going to be a win that ONIC will take. However, KennzyySkie completely again pressured back. It was Kelra receiving the end of that stick early on from Geek Fam. Sans, this Valentina pick is one of his fortes, and he's one of the best with the Valentina too. When you give him space and time to look flashy, to make these plays happen, especially when there is a big AoE CC, he's gonna deliver. And now, the neutral objective has spawned. Perfect match to bring Lyoni to the pit. ONIC, they're gonna contest this alongside Kyrie with the Phantom Speed.
They gotta. They're the ones in the lead. Geek Fam are the ones forcing it outside! With a Fatal Links and a combo straight up, but the combo's not there. Lutpiii with a dive in the back, but Kenzie's able to attack and hide away. Sans goes down. Kiboy with his own. Over on Lyoni, taken low and taken out by Kiboy.
Wow, ONIC! They almost look like they lost and botched that after an amazing Fatal Links stolen by Sans. Geek Fam biting back, and it's KennzyySkie with the kill. Zara, obviously, he has the poker trick or the teleportation to come out. So he's gonna be fine, but ONIC, it looks like there are parts of them that bleed. And Geek Fam, they wanna make it turn into a hemorrhage, it seems, by Kyrie Phantom Steed.
You engage on him, but now it's gonna be 2v2. Brrr, go to the skies, onto Lyoni, man! Those fists are made of iron, oh my goodness! It's the backup from Sans as well to take Marcel out.
God, they're brawling it out. This is high-paced, high-tempo early game coming in from ONIC. They know they have the power to hit it on. And Sora, early game, one of the best ultimates you could have, especially the blue form, to just inflict so much damage. Meanwhile, Nazara is going to play in cycles. With the deadly magic, he can go forward. With the teleportation, he can. But once he runs out of that, he is basically useless for a quite brief period of moment. And again, ONIC, they do have the same thing as well. You know, the Phantom Steed, the ultimate coming in from Lutpiii, but they make sure it capitalizes. Hey, it's a unanimous decision, except for Geek Fam Man right there.
This is what Shepin faced just earlier. 1-4.
Okay, yeah, 1-4, so it's like
Actually, that's a lot better. Earlier was like, what, 100-1.
100-1.
But the Geek Fam fans have showed up. The community heard the call from the general of the fans.
He opened the gates, just like Arashi mentioned. But hey, that's going to be a Fatal Links against stolen by Sans. Remember, he has the Brave Smite, so he can play aggressively if he wants. He has that regeneration available. Kiboy with a bush take, only just to scout Nazara, taking the purple buff. So that means ONIC can advance into somewhere else. But Lyoni is holding this bush quite long enough. It's a bit uncanny. He might look for something, but he gets spotted out. Objective spawns. Meanwhile, Marcel heavily bullied, not yet in contention. In this game, this Yuzong is not having a good time so far.
Nope. We've only seen Granger pick up one so far in playoffs, and it was Eman. It did not work out. It was yesterday against ONIC too. Now an engage possibly. Nope, just zoning Geek Fam away from that green camp. Perfect turtle for ONIC.
Yep, that's what they do best. The objectives, setting it up, and getting the neutrals all for themselves. That's perfect again. After, I think, yesterday against Bigatron, they too did the same thing. The Lyoni with the Atlas, it's quite fun. Because like you want to take river control, you want to try to open up the bushes with the Atlas, but then Lyoni's just there waiting for something to happen, possibly a 3-man clump up, and then he can go for the Fatal Links. But the question is, the burst damage, can it arrive in time, right? There's going to be Nazara obviously with the Harley, but you can only hit one member with the Deadly Magic. The Granger, obviously as well, you can't do collateral damage unless they clump up together closely. But then again, that Sonata will only hit one and only one. So then they're gonna have to find a different type of avenue to follow up this Fatal Links, possibly just collapsing entirely towards Geek Fam, towards ONIC. And I wonder, with Marcel having the Black Dragon form, their presence in the objective takes hasn't been that, I think, that existent, because Marcel is quite far behind. Oh, Sans!
Oh god, that truly is fatal. And Lyoni.
Lutpiii.
Oh, no way. Okay, but dang, Sans, man, he steals away the Fatal Links and he linked it up. That's for sure. Nazara is getting read like a book. The man who has been known to be the intelligent jungler, to be able to path really well and find different angles to engage. I guess all that creativity is just another day for Sans.
And Mirko, this Fatal Links becomes then a pick-off tool. If you want to use it explosively, if you want to use it in the clutches of secrecy, if you want to use it from behind, that's very nice. You have a team fighting tool, but you also have a lockdown tool, which works very well against the Harley, because you want to lock the Harley down. So far, they don't really have hard CC to stop the Harley in its tracks. And then they have that Fatal Link stolen by Sans. That's going to be another icing on the cake for ONIC. For now, their eyes are on the Lord. Geek Fam responds to the call.
A jump in as well, possible Lancer Flare knockup, but it won't be able to find it on the hook. And a top lane. It's slow push for ONIC. Now Geek Fam are the ones that have to fight for control over this neutral objective. 9 minutes in, wave in the bottom lane, looking good for Geek Fam. A boy constantly zoning on the Jiizee, but the wave up top is crashing down, and Sans has the Fatal Links. They go on a boy, what? A boy disappeared from the land of Dawn with one shifting skies at the backup. Oh God, Lutpiii. Hey, calm down now. As DJY would say, hold on now, man.
Hold on now. Well, at least they were able to get a structure down bottom, because that wave was building for quite some time. But this Lord will be conceded. There's no way they're going to fight for this. And Geek Fam, they'll play in a long game. Lefic Roar completed for KennzyySkie, and that Sky Piercer, I believe, has no stack to its name, because he was able to get the kill before that Sky Piercer arrived, so he's going to have to wait again for a good moment. There isn't really a strong AoE type of ability to follow up that Fatal Links. This has become the concern for Geek Fam. If they want to do the combo with Harley, then there's going to be a pick-off type of deal, which I don't think is going to be a worthwhile cycle unless they can catch a hyper carry, a core member of ONIC. So far, it's only been Kiboy, it's only been Lutpiii, it's only been Sans, who really loves to stand under pressure. Grace under pressure is what is Sans all about. So far, the Lord will be carried on towards the mid lane. It is going to crash the mid lane turret. Meanwhile, up top and down bottom, waves are also building.
Crash in from the Lord. Sans, really taking low, but he is able to respect it in time. This takes a big chunk of his HP bar. And it is the Holy Shield in the mid lane, and that's it.
Big Smite helps him a lot as well to kind of regenerate. Second item, Athena's coming in from Itoshi. I wonder why that is the case. When, I mean, sure, Valentina, but usually we'd see the Radiant Armor because of the HP regen as well. But hey, Itoshi is possible with that. He is confident.
Okay. Fatal Links not just yet. Itoshi gonna hold on to it. He finally views it. Fatal Links goes in, fears down, petrified, but it's gonna be him into the air. Lutpiii. Perfect timing. Got the stacks at the right time to get CC immune from that combo.
Yeah, beautiful CC immune to help him move even further. All the defenses already all gone. Oh!
Sans again onto a boy. It's a flicker out though. Kiboy. Oh my lord. He's going to be praying and a winner crown. Now Kyrie jumps in. It's perfect zone for them to get the mid lane base turret. Kiboy into the bottom lane. The top lane base turret will fall as well. And Geek Fam are left with just now their bottom base turret.
The weapon of destruction for Geek Fam now becomes a weapon against them. That Fatal Link, Sans is now using it casually to catch someone off guard. He's not gonna look for 3 or 4 members, he's gonna look for someone that could be caught under pressure, unnoticed, without awareness, and there goes a boy. Thankfully, he was able to survive that one, so all is fine and dandy. Item built by Dunia Games. Queen Swings, War Axe, nothing else in between. The winner crown from Kiboy is pretty clutch, but Kelra will go for the Rose Gold, because he knows, rather, so far, the Magic Blade first, because he knows he needs that extra shield from Nazara. And now you see Nazara with the Genius One. This kind of helps out as well, because the Juicin will want to Lantern Flare you. The Genius One kind of gives that, you know, magic damage, extra magic damage from the magic damage resistance. So maybe a boy might see that as useful. Yep. So far, the Lord now spawns. Malefic Roar ready for Kyrie. The Leo mode is also going stronger by the minute.
This is where the cope starts to kick in, right? If I were a Geek Fam Unity man, I'd be like, Itoski's played these games before. 10,000 gold lead against ONIC, I know who to call.
Hey, Mirko.
Chadera and a boy on even a ton, but they don't have that, so Mirko. I don't know.
They don't have an Atan in this game, Mirko.
Yeah, that's why. So, I mean, Itoshi has played these games before though, right? Like, this looks a bit too familiar. All neutral. Objectives go into...
Hey! My goat! My goat! My goat!
We're in the presence of the best.
My goat!
ID gold laner, perhaps APHRO. After his stunt with... Oh, boy. Plus. Okay. Shifting skies, bringing a boy back. Now, oh, terrified as well. But a Fatal Links will lock Lutpiii down. Into the they catch, and they're going to go for the damage again. But that's for Itoshi running back. Oh, the combo size. Nazara trying to survive, shred it out, and now the blazing duet from Kelra.
One more.
He kind of played these games before. The question comes out, is it geekable? But ONIC have learned.
It is not geekable, not without an Atan, not without Chadera. And so far, ONIC is the one to strike first. That's game 1. 1-2-0. And Geek Fam will go back to the drawing board. That Atlas was supposed to be one of the catalysts for most fights. The man wasn't stolen from beneath them.
ONIC looked shaky against Bigatron yesterday in game 1. Then Kiboy answered in an interview, why were they shaky? He said, pressure. So now that the pressure is literally watching, the pressure's gone from the stage. You know what I mean? You guys get what I mean? All right, yeah.
The pressure is watching indeed.
W the pressure.
W.
Now,
I love pressure.
Geek Fam are gonna start feeling APHRO. I mean, the pressure.
That's my goat right there, man. A little part of me, bad boys, but ONIC. Beautiful showing there. Sans, again and again. Always the playmaker. Geek Fam looked like they had a chance in that game. But not until Sans arrived. Not until everything else happened. Not until APHRO showed up. They were trembling in fear. There is still a game 2. It's going to be a long road. And even if, in the worst case scenario, they lose, there's still a tomorrow. But man,